Today's video is going to be okay, I'll do it again. I'm so shy. It's been so long since I came on here, so I'm like super camera shy. Hey lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy. What's good, what's Gucci? I know it's been a long time since I've seen your beautiful faces and I definitely missed you. So today's video is going to be talking about red flags to watch out for in a man. So you all know my channel already. If you've been watching all the videos that I've been putting out, I talk about just relationships, dating in Canada specifically, because I'm a Nigerian who moved to Canada, and obviously I'm familiar with the dating scene and environment here. So this is why I share the tips, I share stories, and I give you all the crazy ideas for you to practice. Go ahead and explore on my watch. So this video, I'm just going to talk about red flags because I noticed, I've been giving you guys tips here and there, but I haven't really talked about some of the characteristics, some of the traits that, you might see. And this particular video is for my ladies, for my girls. I got my girls back, always. I'm a girl's girl, period. This is a disclaimer. Of course, some of these things, when people show the signs, some of these traits, they might not be the worst people in it. Sometimes it might just be bad timing. It might just be bad timing. But anyways, for the purpose of this video, I will be sharing these points with you. And of course, just use your own inner guts to think about what works for you. Okay? So, this is my number one red flag. Number one, when a man that you're dating, in this context, when I use the term dating, I mean like dating is the period that you spend with a person before you get into a relationship with them. So when you're dating a person and you say, I do not want to indulge in any sexual activities, and suddenly man's be giving you attitude, listen. Don't try to make excuses for me from anywhere. No. Don't look no further. Look no further. That is a red flag. I'm sorry. Don't make excuse for bra. Bra is not ready. You say, I'm trying to put this off first for a couple months to see how things go before we kind of get into anything sexual. I'm not ready mentally, physically. This is your own opinions that you're airing out to this person. And this, all the person can tell you is probably trying to gaslight you and make you feel like, it's not even about that. It's not even about you not wanting to have it. It's how you said it. Or it's, sister, just resist the urge to shalaye. Resist the urge to explain. Man's is a red flag. Okay? Thank you. My second point is, study the way that this man speaks about the people in his life, be it acquaintance, be it friends, be it family, just be co-workers or something. Just study the way that he speaks about them, because that says a lot about his character. Don't just brush it up and say, he doesn't speak bad about me, he doesn't speak bad about my friends, he doesn't speak bad about his mom or this, so therefore he's a good person. Sometimes karma is it might come and bite you back in the butt. So just try and be very careful and mindful of people's character and who they are without you in their lives. Like, just make sure that it's an awesome character. The person is polite, the person is loving, the person is caring, the person is genuine and authentic and original. Just try and make sure that you can see these things, because listen, nobody's perfect, but there's situations whereby people talk trash about other people, and then you feel like you're special, whatever, and then you leave the person's life and you hear the same story about yourself. Like, just don't brush it off. You don't really want to If I cast, then go cast. Yeah. And so that point also brings me back to the third point, which is men that talk trash about their exes. They're usually the ones that their ex were the ones that destroyed their ex is the reason for all the bad characters that they have put together and they've come to serve you on a platter of gold. Their ex is the reason for their misfortune. Their ex is the reason for them being broke. Their ex is the reason for their teeth being broken. Their ex is the reason for their armpits smelling. They just blame everything on their exes. Watch out for these people, bruh. They're not good for you. Listen, protect your energy. Sister, protect your energy at all costs. It is a fortune, okay? You know, you go about saying, I'm going to be special, I'm going to be the one. In fact, I don't want to believe that in 2021, people go out there and think that they're actually special in people's lives. Because, it's not that deep. People, listen, and men are fickle. You know, they come to you talking about their exes, saying that this is what they did, looking for pity party, and then you're going to submit to them and give them all your art and everything. And auntie, if they listen, it's a trap, okay? It's a well carved out trap. This is even the trap. Like this plan they've been doing this plan longer than they've been trying to produce Money Heist. It's either the man has not healed from his ex's thing, and you are not a nurse. You're not going to come and be nurturing someone's heart. You know, you yourself, you've gone through a lot of heartbreaks and you've packed yourself together and have moved on. So tell your man to pack himself together and move on. You're not a needle and thread that is going to use to sew up his heart. So let's not play that child's game. They'll come and use the pity party and and then when all things go sour, they'll come back to you and tell you it's not their fault. It was the ex that destroyed them. That's the reason why they did what they did to you. It's going to be a fun fair of gaslight. So just stay far. Pack your 2 bags and your slippers and jackpa. Don't say I didn't warn you. And this brings me onto this point that talks about taking on the bill on the first date. Okay, I've spoken about this a gazillion times. I understand the whole like feminism era. That's not the point. And men that try to use, if I'm coming to that point, men that try to use feminism as an excuse to not treat a woman right when they have to or when it requires them to, listen, red flag, bruh, go and sleep. Go and read feminism very well. I understand what it is and stop using it as an excuse for your childish behavior. When it comes to paying bills, and I'm specifically saying, I'm not talking about a proper relationship. I'm not talking about the second date, third date, fourth date, whatnot. I'm talking about the actual first date. So please do not misquote me. First date, and you're expecting my sister after using a Fenty foundation. In fact, let's forget about Fenty foundation. Let's talk about like tracyamande foundation. Let's talk about Charlotte Tilbury. Let's talk about Pat McGrath. After she has put that on her skin, my brother, my mans, my uncles will expect her to bring her her purse and pay. Bruh. What's going on really? What's really going through your head? Because as far as I'm concerned, I know you might just be thinking, Tracy, please now, it's just dates. It's not a big deal. Let me tell you what that means. It's not about the money. Because I know my sisters are all independent these days. Everyone's working. Especially if you are in Canada, especially if you are in the Western world where there's like opportunities, everybody's working. You know, it's not easy in some other parts of the world to get a job, blah, blah, blah. But in this part of the world, if you try, you could get even the tiniest of job. You could work. You don't need validation from this man. You don't need them to tell you to pay the restaurant bill so that they can respect you. You don't need validation from them. Okay? You got it. Okay? We got it. So let me tell you what it means. It's not just about paying the bills. It speaks about that person. Even God was a generous person. If you want me to quote the Bible, I will quote the Bible. Even God was it. And like I said, the first date, come on. It's just a little gesture. You called my sister out of her house, didn't you? I bet she's even driving a Tesla. So she drove herself there You know, I bet she's driving a Range Rover, so she drove herself to the date. Like, it's not like she asked you for like money for car, but one, like, I remember when I was like 20 years old, I was like, money for car, begging people up and down. That's not me anymore. She probably drove down. So please put some respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. So the only thing you're showing when you're bringing out your money, it's not about the money, because she's not even looking at that. What a woman is seeing when you pay for the first date, what she's saying is a provider, Mr. Provider. What she's saying is a caretaker. What she's saying is a family man. What she's saying is a godly man. What she's saying is generosity. And if generosity is a love language, you just pass that test. So my sister, I think it's a red flag. As far as I am concerned, it's a red flag if you do not try to pay, attempt to pay on the first date. End of discussion. Let's not even talk about this much. Close chapter. And this brings me to the point of men that don't take on initiatives. Like, how dumb can a man be? Men are smart. So girl, listen, when you're noticing that a man is waiting for you to always ask for something, like, I'm not talking about money, I finished the topic on that. I'm talking about like, there's this topic I'm working on like my office thing, and the man is not even trying to like pitch in something. Maybe it's something of more of a common knowledge. It could be just something very social, like very common knowledge. I'm not even talking about a very like specialized niche, like maybe politics or maybe geography. Maybe not everybody can pitch in things there. And even at that, a good man will do the research and pitch in something there. So I'm talking about a common topic, something that is common sense that anybody can know, right? And you're noticing that this man doesn't even try to take on initiative to do something. Unless I ask, but if whenever you ask, you notice that whenever you say, "Oh, please, can you help me do this, do that?" They ask me for this, the person's always there. But why is that person waiting? It's why. So for me, that is a red flag, because, it just shows that the person is like very nonchalant, very quirky, very I don't care, very aloof. It's like very like indifferent about situations, and you just don't want a person that is like just too chilled. Everybody wants a man that's chilled, but not too chilled. You know what I mean? So for me, that's a red flag, because it just kind of shows a lot of disinterest, and not enough effort is being put. And auntie, if you rate yourself, man's got to put efforts. Man's got to put efforts. Another red flag is watch out for the men that they seem to really kind of tick all the boxes, especially within the first few weeks. They check all the boxes so quickly. I'm very glad I put a disclaimer at the beginning of this video, because there are very rare occasions where magic is working, Cupid is doing its job, God is doing its job. You meet someone, it clicks, it works match. But on a normal day, if I want to play devil's advocate, which I am playing today, listen, it ain't work that way. Very few. You see, 1% out of 100%, 1%. So just be very careful. Just be very careful of the people that kind of tick all the boxes. They see everything that you want to hear. They're not defensive. They're just sticking it in. They probably want something from you, or they're just kind of people that they play the power game where they are submissive towards a woman, and once the woman succumbs to it, then they withdraw because they've taken control. Just be very mindful. Be very mindful. So you see these ones, the ones I'm about to talk about now, they're the ones that Naira Marley sang Jackpa, so you should like run away. If you're not Nigerian, it means Jackpa as in run for your life. Pack your 2 bags. The ones that they are always the first people to say, I'm coming over. They do not want you to even come over to their place like that. They just want to come over to your place all the time. In addition to that, they never take you out on a date. Never. Even when you even ask that you want to go on a date, they say no, they are homebodies. They suddenly give themselves a badge of homebody. They never ever take you out on a date. Sometimes when you get to know someone and you guys are in a deep relationship, sometimes you might end up not loving to go on dates. So it's like, you just want to chill at home, we're homebody, whatnot. That's fine. In fact, to make it even worse, some of them would come over, but they would never bring even just the cheapest bottle of wine. Yes, I'm not even going to talk about Azul. I'm not even going to talk about 1942. I'm not even going to talk about Dom Perignon or Cristals or Moet. Like, good for that. I don't know what kind of excuses some of you are making for this man. Perhaps maybe you're thinking, yeah, it's gonna change. Those things you tell yourself to make yourself feel good for a minute, and after being with the person for like a couple of years, and you find out the person's a jerk, and you're like, oh shit, why didn't I see that? Girl, you saw it. You're smart. You did see it. You saw it. I usually like to call these people avid FaceTimers. You see these ones, they'll call you excessively on video call, and you're really feeling yourself thinking that these people are like, you trust them, or you can see them all the time, they call you all the time. During the early stages of a relationship, this is a healthy thing. You'll be feeling like, it feels healthy at that point. Like, okay, someone's calling you on video, you're getting to know them, now you know what they're doing, they also know what you're doing, both of you on the same page. But if you let that trend continue, when the relationship is more strong, until you're going to get bored, and it's going to become so tiring, and it's going to become so irritating. Have you noticed that some of the things that draw you towards somebody at the early stage are some of the things that may even pull you apart as the relationship progresses? So sometimes, they might want to gaslight you and make you feel like, oh no, I'm FaceTiming you because of, consistent communication is important. Listen, communication can be text. Communication can be phone call. Communication can be email. Communication can be anything. It doesn't have to be 24 hours FaceTime call. Bra has trust issues. Bra is jobless. Bra, you need to really check out what line of work he's doing, because it mustn't be in the department of laptop, okay? Because why is it in the office? Why isn't it there? Like, why is he busy video calling you 24 hours a day? It has trust issues, and that's going to cause drama. So be very careful. Some of the things that pull you towards them may pull you apart. So just be careful to make sure that everything is done in moderation. You want to make sure everything is done in moderation. Too much of everything is not good. Watch out for the ones that would say, even if we don't end up together. Listen, you guys have been talking for a while. A man's telling you, even if we do not work out, we can be friends. Auntie, pick up your makeup brush and run away. Like, that's all you need to do. Just get your makeup brush and just run away. Waste the time. Time wasted. And just to wrap it up, the mans that will be on a first date, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks of knowing the person, is asking you to send him money. Listen. Now, why are you asking that? Like, because I don't think I would ask a man's, like, I have girlfriends, I have family, you have so many people before you met me, and I have so many people before I met you. So why is it so important that you've only known me for 1 week or 2 weeks or a month, and you feel so comfortable to ask me for money? And the worst part, when you don't now give it to them, the ones that will now come back and say that, oh, that was just a test. Shut up, man. That wasn't a test. Nah, stop it. Like, stop it. Stop making girls feel stupid. Like, stop making them feel like that. Listen, I just think it's all crap. Like, why are you playing games? Man, they're trying to test people and trying to find out, just wanted to know our attitude, just wanted to know this. It's all bullshit. Nobody plays games like that anymore. Just come straight. Man that are rich and trying to be acting poor. Why are you doing that? Like, stop these old games and fiddling. It doesn't make any sense. So that brings me back to the whole thing. Like, when a man's asking you for financial stuff and you just get to know him, just be very mindful of that person. Like, it's a different thing if you've known the person for a long time, and then don't let them lie to you and now come back and tell you that actually I've only known you for a week, but it makes me feel like I've known you for 10 years. That's why I feel comfortable asking you for this money. Girl, be very, very careful. Likewise to the men, if you feel that way too, be careful. All I'm saying is that this video is on my sisters, and I'm just trying to give them the tea. Okay? This has come to the end of my video. I know, like, you know, of course, like, there is no rocket science to these red flags. It is always evolving, new things that come up. I don't know it all, but I'm just trying to share some of the things that, you know, I've picked up over the years, and I'm just like, okay, this is very important for people to know. And also, because it's not rocket science, some of the things I said might also be good things for some people, and it might have worked in the past year or whatever for them. Good for them. But to my lovelies out here who I'm watching out for, those are just some of the things that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do the needful, as in like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Leave a comment, okay? I always respond to you guys. I always do, because I'm your girl for life. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Not too long, I promise.